Today's lure comes from my mom's kitchen drawer. She had a lot of spoons in there that weren't being used, so I thought I'd try to turn them into lures that I could use. I've had a lot of success recently with spoons, but I've also been losing a lot of spoons, so hopefully I can make some spoons that can catch more fish, like white perch, crappie. I've been catching a lot of catfish as well, and a bass or two. Let's begin. To start it off, I'm going to take a hacksaw and cut off the handle of the spoon. This would probably go quicker if you had a vise and maybe an electric saw of sorts, but I use what I have. When I've removed enough material, I can snap the spoon off. This leaves a little burr on the top there, so I'm going to use the Dremel tool to grind it down and smooth it around there. I'll put the spoon in a cloth to protect it from the channel locks. If you have a vise, this would probably be much easier. And if you had a bench grinder, it'd probably be easier yet. I have a grinding bit on the Dremel tool, and I'm just going over the spoon to knock the burr down and try to smooth it around. Rewatching the video, I realized that the chuck on the Dremel tool is loose, causing the bit to move up and down. That can be very dangerous, so you gotta be careful. My goal is to make the spoon look as factory cut as possible. Not bad. There's still a little burr there, so I'll use a file to file it down. Next, I'm going to put the holes in the spoon for the split ring. I do this by eye by using a marker and putting in an approximate location I want the hole to be. You want the hole to be fairly close to the edge, making it easier to put the split ring on, but not so close that it may end up snapping off if you catch a big fish or get a big snag. Using a nail set, I'll score the areas that I want the holes to be so the drill bit doesn't wander while I'm drilling. When scoring the spoon with the nail set, it's best to do it on a hard surface like this metal bar. If you do it on a piece of wood, the nail set may go too far into the spoon, bending it. To drill the hole, I'm using a 5/64 bit. The side where the handle was tends to be a little thicker, so it takes a little more time for the drill bit to get through. The drilling caused some burrs on the backside, so I'll file those down. To attach the hook and maybe a swivel, I'll use these number 4 split rings. A number 3 split ring might work as well, but I found these bigger ones easier to get onto the spoon. Again, the handle side of the spoon is a little thicker, so it's harder to get the split ring on. And if you're not careful, you'll probably destroy the split ring. So it's best to be very careful when putting this one on. If you do bend the split ring a little bit, you can try to re-bend it back with the pliers you're using. These spoons are a little smaller than teaspoons, so I'm using these number 6 treble hooks. For normal teaspoon size, I'd probably choose a number 4, and for tablespoon, you might want to go with a 1 or a 2. I found good success putting the treble hook on the side where the handle was. And there's the spoon. Easy to put together and very effective. I usually hook a swivel to the top of the spoon, which will keep the line from getting twisted as the spoon is spinning. And from there, I've had luck with 12-pound test as the leader. I really got into spoon fishing this year, and I've been driving the fish crazy with this lure ever since. You can fish the spoon a variety of ways. My choice is to cast it out and let it flutter down to the bottom, and then reel it back up, causing it to have some live action, only to let it fall again as if it was a dying fish. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.